everyone, I'm Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery. Today we are going to do our sips and stitches. So we have our Sipsby box, and then we're going to use some of the silk that I've been getting from Darn Good Yarns to make a project. I have it all set aside and set up, but for now let's get the tea opened and see what we're going to be trying. So I already cut the tape on this, but I haven't opened it yet. I'm trying to remember how to open these boxes. All right, it's upside down, that's why. All right, October teas. So let's put that there. As usual, we've got the little tea bags for the loose leaf tea. We've got Lavender Earl Grey by Rainy Day Tea Co. So black tea, lavender blossoms, natural flavors, which is probably the bergamot, and cornflower petals. Even when skies are gloomy, this special lavender Earl Grey blend has an enticing floral aroma guaranteed to brighten your day. All right, cool. I do love Earl Grey, and my favorite Earl Greys tend to have lavender or vanilla in them, usually. Okay. Next one is from Ticino, so this is Vanilla Nut. Oops, I dropped one. Anyway, there's 4 of them, it's fine. So we've got organic carob, organic barley, organic chicory, dates, almonds, organic figs, natural vanilla nut flavor, natural vanilla extract. All right, so because it has barley in it, that would mean it is not gluten-free, which it doesn't affect me. I'm just trying to keep that in mind because I've been sharing some of my tea with some relatives who have celiacs, so they can't have this one. Mental note. I'm really curious about the Ticino brand. I haven't tried it yet, but they're supposed to have a really nice flavor to them. So we will try that. Then we've got from Ahmad Tea, we've got Black Currant Burst, which black currant is a berry, right? I'm assuming. So I guess this one's a black tea with fruit, it looks like. Where is that one? Yeah, it's a high caffeine black tea with fruit. Cool. I don't think I would put milk in that one just because it sounds like it might have some acidic qualities and I don't want to curdle the milk, so just sugar for that one. And finally, we've got Marrakesh by Happy Lab. So that's in this bag here. And this one has green tea, mint, and natural flavor, which when I look at this sheet says is pennyroyal, jasmine flower, and sunflower. So that's pretty interesting. I do kind of wonder what sunflower tastes like. I've seen it mentioned on a few teas now, and I don't know what that would taste like. Like obviously sunflower oil and sunflower seeds are in a lot of things that I eat, and because I don't eat peanut butter, I use sunflower butter, but I don't know what sunflower tea tastes like. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna go get the water heated up, and then Mike will help me with the tasting, and then we'll talk about the project more, which is ironically enough sunflower themed. I did not plan that. So let's get started. All right, all the teas are steeped, and we're just gonna get to work on trying them, starting from this end, working our way down. So the first one is the Black Currant Burst from Ahmad Tea. So let me just get that.
Ooh, I can smell from here.
Yeah, it has a really strong smell. And I'm having a really hard time with the camera today. It keeps cutting off part of my head. I could go back here. Anyway, there isn't much I can do about it. I need a taller stand, I think. Anyways. Not bad. You try it. It's warm, but not so warm that it'll burn you. Oh, that's weird. Okay, the first sip, when I first took the sip, I only tasted the black tea. And then as I swallowed, I could taste the currant. I don't know if I don't know, it's weird. Not like a bad weird, just not what I expected. It's not as fruity as I would expect.
I know, I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Alright, next one is the Marrakesh by Happy Lab. So that one is green tea and mint and a couple herbs. It's very pale. I think I'm actually going to leave the tea bag in that one. How long does it say to steep that? It says 3 minutes. I left it longer than that. So it should be fine, but we'll see. Very minty. This one's really good. I love this one. I might buy this one actually. It's like the cooling mint, like really minty though. Don't you think?
Not bad. Just like that.
Yeah. And I love the pyramid shaped tea bags. I feel like they do a better job. Okay, so the next one is the Ticino Vanilla Nut. This one I'm gonna have to stir, which is why I brought a spoon over. Because it all kind of settled a little bit at the bottom. I added a tiny bit of milk, and I mean I added sugar to all of them, but I did add milk to this one.
That does not help its looks.
Is it that it's too dark? Is that why you're confused by it? You can read what's in it if you want.
Confused by it? No. It just looks gross. It looks like mud water.
Well.
Golden roasted almonds, slightly sweet from dates and figs.
That's good. I'm serious, you're gonna like this. It tastes vaguely chocolatey actually, which I guess is the carob, but it's supposed to taste like vanilla. It doesn't really taste like vanilla to me. It tastes kind of like fudge. I can take the bag out.
I won't be sucking on no bag.
There. It looks gross, but it tastes really good.
Not bad. Not what I expected.
Alright, and then finally, we've got a Earl Grey variant. Again, added a little bit of milk and sugar.
Oh, you're weird, Earl Greys. What was that? Why is it like that?
Smells good.
Oh, it's that thing.
Yeah, it's loosely. Not bad.
No, it's good too.
I mean, actually, none of the teas this time were bad. Like, I didn't dislike any of them. My favorite is the Marrakesh, actually. Like, I love how minty it is. It's a very strong mint. But I might buy the Ticino one too. I like this one. It's good. It's a great flavor. Alright, so that is it for tea testing today. I am going to bring the yarns over and we're going to get started on the sunflower project. I have spent the past few weeks working on a sunflower motif and I've made it into a few hats, but this time around we're going to make a silk sunflower shawl. So let's get started. Alright, it's time to get started on the sunflower shawl. So I brought over one of the hats I did. You can see the center of the sunflower and the petals, then it goes into leaves. And this works fine for a hat, but I could not get it to sit flat so I could turn it into a shawl. So this is partially experimenting to see if I can get it to lie flat or not. So for the yarns, I have all sorts of silks. These 4 back here are from the Darn Good Yarns 12-pack of silk rovings that they sell for the year-long stitch challenge thing. And then these 2 I got in one of my surprise boxes, and these 2 are from a much older surprise box. I don't think they sell this color anymore, but I mean, they're pretty much all worsted weight. This one might be slightly less than worsted. This one might be DK, but we're gonna get to work on this. So current plan, let's use this one for the center. This one is the one after that, and then this one and this one. I might not use the red at all. I haven't decided yet. And then green is for the leaves. And then for the actual shawl part, we'll alternate between this and maybe the orange and the red. Actually, that would probably look good. So first things first, we gotta make the center of the sunflower. And the center works like pretty much every other round increased project. So it starts with, let's see, it starts with chain 4. And then join into a loop. And if you wanted, you could do the other way of doing this, the magic loop method. I'm not doing that. So chain 2, this is not going to count as a stitch, and then we're going to double crochet 12. All right, slip to join. This time we're only going to we're only going to chain 1. Then we're going to do 2 double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around, but we're only going to work in the back loop, so we'll leave that front loop as a textural element. So you should have 24 double crochet at the end of this row. Alright, so now we're going to do the last row of increases for the center of the sunflower. So we're going to do double crochet in the top, well, in the back loop of 1 stitch, and then in the next stitch 2 double crochet in the back loop, and just alternate 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet until at the end we have 36 total double crochet in this round. Alright, so now we're going to fasten off this color and move on to the second color. For the second color, we are going to be doing half double crochet, and it's going to be 2 half double crochet. So 1 half double crochet in this stitch, 1 in that stitch, 2 half double crochet in this stitch in the back loop, same as the double crochet were. And we are going to use this color for that. Alright, so after that last row of half double crochet, you should have 48 half double crochets around, and we're ready to get started for our first row of petals. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2. That does not count as a stitch for this pattern. And then in the first stitch, we're going to do 4 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to chain 2. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Then in this next one, we're going to do that again. 4 double crochet. And the petals take 2 rows to complete each set of petals. So the row after this, we're going to make a different shape that adds on to here to make it more of a diamond shape. But yeah, so every 4 stitches, we're going to go in and work 4 double crochet and then chain 2. All right. Alright, so at this point we're actually going to start working with 2 colors at the same time. So for the portions with color, well, the second color we used is called color B. Let's get this started. We're going to do chain 1 just to get it going. Now there should be 4 open stitches on the top of each of these petals. So we're going to yarn over, pull through 1, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 1, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 1, go through the first 2 loops, and yarn over. This seems like it's too many. I guess the first one probably has an extra one because of the chain spot, so I'm just gonna go through anyway and do that. All right, and then pull through, chain 2. Let's see how that's a petal shape. All right, so now we've chained 2, we're going to chain 1 with the new color, let's go with C. And working into that chain spot from the last row, we're going to work 5 double crochet. Make sure you tighten up color B so it doesn't get trapped anywhere on you. Alright, so then we're going to chain 1 with that color and make sure you carry it across this top part because we're going to lock it down there later, but we're going to take color B again and chain 2. Alright, so working in color B, we are going to go in, yarn over, pull through a loop, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through a loop, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, go through a loop, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through a loop, go through the first 2 loops, and that should leave you with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook. Then you're going to pull through all 5 and chain 2, and then going back to color C again, we're going to chain 1 with color C and then work 5 double crochet into this chain spot, and we're going to be doing that the whole way around. Just make sure that you keep these parts pretty loose so it doesn't buckle, and keep them on top of this part so that when we do the second half of this petal, we can just kind of lock it in there to hide it. All right, so let me change to time lapse. We'll get that. Alright, so I fastened off color B, and now we just have color C active. Originally I was going to do a third row of petals in orange, but honestly looking at it, I don't think that'll be necessary. So we're going to go ahead and finish this row of petals, and then we're going to work on a row of leaves, and then we're going to turn it into a triangle shape, so it'll be a triangle shawl. So working at the moment only in color C. We're going to chain one, and we're going to do one single crochet into the very top of that petal, and then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then working into this, we are going to do the same thing with these stitches as we did with these stitches. So first off, make sure that strand of color B from the last row is on top of your stitches. Yarn over one, pull a loop through the stitch, but make sure that you lock that in there while you do so. Pull through the first 2 stitches. And since this is going to be 5 stitches across instead of 4, then it will be a few more stitches on the hook. So let's see. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on the hook. Pull through all 6. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. 1 single crochet into the top of this petal. It can be a little tight in there, but you will get it. Single crochet, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and then again with this, yarn over, go into the stitch underneath that yarn, pull through the first 2 loops. Do that all the way across that until you have 6 loops on your hook. Pull through all 6 loops. Chain 4. And we're going to keep doing that the whole way around, okay? So back to time lapse. So I fastened off color 3, and now we pretty much have a sunflower. Like I said, you could do another row of the petal shapes. I just don't feel like it's necessary. So for the leaves, we're going to take color 4, and working into the chain 4 spaces, we are going to work 4 double crochet. So 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and then just do that the whole way around. Alright, so at this point, if you wanted to just make a giant circle and, I don't know, use it as a doily or a circular shawl or a circular blanket or a rug or something, you could just continue doing 4 double crochet in the chain space and chain 1, just, you know, rows of that forever. However, I want a triangle. So what I did is I went ahead and marked where I'm going to make my corners. So from this first chain space where I just finished, I counted over 4 this way. First chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 5 in between, and then these 2. Now as for the other one, I counted all the total spaces I have for this row, and I had 24 spaces total. So I went down, and the halfway mark is here, so that would be 12. And those are where my corners are going to go, so I can have a standard shawl shape where it's longer on the top and has the point at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the normal granny square style 4 double crochet chain 1 in the unmarked spaces, and then in the marked space I'm going to double crochet 3 stitches, chain 2, double crochet 3 stitches. So it'll be like a corner space in a granny square. And then I'm just going to keep doing that row after row, and it will build into a triangle and look like a normal shawl shape. So I am going to go back into time lapse and work on that for a bit. And that's really all there is for instructions, honestly, but I'll show you what I get after a few rows of that. This is also going to be my last row in green, after which I'm going to switch to alternating between these 2 colors. Alright, the shawl is all finished, and right now it's currently on the blocking board. Let's see if I can change the camera a little bit. No, not a lot. It's kind of too big to fit in the full screen, but it's all pinned out. And that was a pretty quick project. It basically grows like a granny square, which, as you all know, are very fast. So I hope you like this project. I do recommend that if you use the silk yarn like I did, you pay attention to the colors you use. I found that the orange and the green both bleed a little bit. I'm hoping it won't affect the final project too much, but it is something to keep in mind. Otherwise, any worsted weight yarn would work, definitely. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and hopefully my sister, who loves sunflowers, will want it because I was making it for her. Alright, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. If you like my work and would like to see more, please follow the links in the description below to my Instagram and blog, or show your support by buying me a coffee. Most of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.